So in today's video, we will learn about challenges in cloud computing. So let's start the video. First, we should understand that what is cloud environment, because cloud environment is important to understand the challenges in cloud computing. So your base can be improved, which will tell us cloud environment, which will tell us how cloud operates. That will further show the direction towards how challenges occur in cloud, uh, and then we will see what are those challenges and their solutions, how we can solve them. So first let's start and see what is cloud. So cloud refers to set of hosted services along with the applications that run on it and which are accessible over internet. Cloud computing is a method of providing computing services to a customer using cloud. So when we talk about the cloud, we are talking about a group of servers that are located in a data center somewhere, and these servers are connected to an internet and are used to host various applications and services. For example, a company might use that cloud to host their website or store their data or run their software applications. One of the benefits of using cloud is that it allows people to access these services from anywhere as long as they have internet connection. For example, you can use cloud-based email service to send receive emails from your phone, tablet, or computer, without having to install any software locally. So, in short, when we're talking about the cloud, we are talking about a way to access the applications and services that are hosted on the remote servers and accessible over the internet. So these services, include infrastructure, platform as a service, or software. For example, let's see, customer can subscribe to computing services like servers, applications, tools, storage, databases. It's in the cloud, and cloud can use them for anywhere at any time over the internet. So this service includes IaaS, PaaS, SaaS, infrastructure as a service. PaaS means platform as a service. SaaS means software as a services. So this services group makes the cloud computing possible, where infrastructure as a service is the best example are Facebook, Google Documents, Flickr, Google Workspace, Dropbox, Salesforce, Cisco, WebEx. Some of these are infrastructure applications are run directly on the web browser. So they've been managed by third party vendor. You don't have to download anything. They are also managed by third party vendor located over the services provided by the servers. So where PaaS services utilize the platform as a service, where they five framework apply the framework to developers, where they can build their applications and deploy over there all other stuff or managing servers, storage, and other server issues are also taken care by these service providers. Also, IaaS works as a where you get infrastructure as a service to provide, where you can deploy services and mainly buy the hardware and from vendor, cause you have to manage all your networking, storage, internet, and other specific things required for you to run your business. To sum up, by using cloud computing, users and companies don't have to manage servers and applications by themselves on their own physical machines. You basically have to manage your own applications and all your services. Rest of the things managed by the cloud provider. Now let's move on towards the what are the challenges in cloud computing. What are the challenges come into the systems we should look up to. Challenges ahead of the cloud computing. So let's see, first, data security and privacy, cost management, multi-cloud environment, performance challenges, interoperability and flexibility, switch services between vendors to vendor, high dependence on network, lack of knowledge and expertise. So these are the big challenges in cloud computing facing currently while making this cloud computing possible. So let's see first what is data security and privacy. So when you work with the cloud environments, keeping your data secure is a big concern. It is a challenge because you are responsible for your own data. Not all cloud providers can guarantee that you will be completely private. So there are several reasons why cloud privacy leaks can occur, including lack of tools to see and control your data, issues with managing access to your data, misuse of data, and mistakes in configuration of your cloud settings. Other risks include insecure connections to the cloud, insiders who may intentionally harm your data, and carelessness or negligence in managing your data in cloud. There are also concerns with insecuring APIs, malicious insider, and oversight or neglect in data management. So when it comes to cloud computing, data security is a big challenge, and we should look up to it as a big challenge to solve. So let's see next one. So what is the big challenge in the next is cloud cost management. So even through the cloud service providers offer pay as you go subscription for the services, the cost can add up. Hidden costs appear in the form of underutilized resources in the enterprise. There are several things come into play when cost management not done properly. Let's see the first one: lack of visibility, complexity, resource optimizations, cost allocation, lack of governance. So let me explain it one by one. Lack of visibility. So organizations may leak visibility into cloud services they are using, costs associated with these services, and the pattern of usage. This makes it difficult to identify areas of inefficiencies and opportunities for cost optimizations. So you need to have the clarity between the vendors and the cloud service providers and the consumers in between them. And the second is complexity. The complexity of cloud environments, with multiple services and pricing models, it can make it challenging to understand costs associated with each service and identify the most cost effective options for them. And third one is a resource optimization the use of cloud resources, such as choosing the most effective instance type or the resistance instance, can be challenging without proper monitoring or analysis of cloud patterns. Cost allocation is a fourth one. So let's see cost allocation. How cost allocation is a challenge in cost management. So allocation of cloud cost to the appropriate departments or team can be complex, especially when multiple teams or departments are using the same cloud services. Lack of governance. So let's see the fifth one. Without proper guidance, cloud cost can quickly spiral out of control, and it can be challenging to manage the cloud spending effective. So these are the all five big things come under the cost management, where cost management is a big challenge in cloud computing. You have to look up to all these five things to properly manage the cloud. And these things sometimes come we don't see in a broad spectrum, or we don't give that much importance, but these things affect the cloud and cloud operability in the long term. So cost management is a big thing to look up to. So let's now see the next one, the multi-cloud environments. Multi-cloud environments are with increasing options in cloud solutions. Most enterprises are moving towards the multi-cloud model of working. This strategy brings with along with it multiple cloud types as well as multiple cloud vendors involved, and that itself poses a big challenge to manage the synchronization, security, robustness of operations within the organizations as well as with the multiple cloud service providers. So there's a problem come with, and that's a big challenge in multi-cloud environments. So multi-cloud environments present several challenges and issues that organizations and need to address. Common challenges includes configuration errors, security patching gaps, data governance, limited granularity. One of the primary difficulties in managing multi-cloud environments is that complexity of these systems are tracking security requirements and applying the data management policies across these different cloud platforms are really high. Inconsistent policies, fragmented data management also can lead to compliance issues and security vulnerabilities between multiple vendors. These multiple vendors can be a problem when data exchanging and data other technical challenges or issues can occur in between them, such as operations, performing operations on multiple data at once, or simultaneously accessing data from other servers, or if they can exchange data securely in between two vendor to vendor. So these are the multi-cloud environments have a big challenge possessing in front of them. So now let's see the next one. Performance challenges. The performance challenges is a cloud computing solution depends on the vendor who offer these services to the clients, and if a cloud vendor goes down, this business gets affected too. It's one of the major challenges associated with the cloud computing. In the case of mission critical solutions, performance plays a pivotal role in cloud-based applications. This is because any downtime in cloud directly hampers the performance of the applications. Cloud downtime could be possible in any technology. After all, no cloud services is foolproof. At such times, it becomes difficult for the client to survive the mission critical applications. So, cloud computing solutions depend on vendors that provide these services to the clients. And if a cloud experience downtime, it can negatively impact the businesses that rely on these services. So, this is the one of the biggest challenge associated with cloud computing. For mission critical applications, performance is essential because any downtime on the cloud can have a direct impact on applications performance. So, no downtime can occur in cloud technology as no cloud service is completely immune to failure or issues. So when downtime occurs, it can be difficult for clients to maintain their mission critical applications, which can lead significant disruptions in their business operations. This is why essential for organizations to carefully consider their cloud service providers and ensure that they have adequate measures in place to minimize downtime and ensure high availability. This could include implementing redundancy or failover measures, regularity, monitoring the cloud environment, and having a plan in place to quickly recover from any issue that may arise into the cloud environment performance challenges. So now let's see the next one, interoperability and flexibility, such as switch services. In short, interoperability is a challenge when you try to move applications between two or multiple cloud ecosystems. It is one of the challenges faced in cloud computing. Some common issues are faced are rebuilding the application stack to match the target cloud environment's specifications, handling data inscriptions and during migration process, setting up networks in the target cloud operations, managing the apps and services in the target cloud ecosystem. So when you want to move an application from one cloud environment to another, there can be a challenges due to differences between the cloud ecosystems. This challenge is interoperability. Common issues, include the need of to rebuild applications to meet the cloud environment's specifications, ensuring data encryptions during the migration processes, setting up networks in the cloud, and managing applications and services in the cloud environment. So when you move an application from one cloud environment to another, the cloud environment may different requirements than the original cloud environment. This means that you need to change or modify the application so that it works properly in the cloud environment. This process is called the rebuilding the application stack, and it can be a complicated and time consuming. So when you move data from one cloud environment to another cloud environment, it's important to ensure that the data remains secure during migration process. This is done through data encryption, which means that the data is scrambled so that it cannot be ready to be read by unauthorized parties. However, handling data encryption during migrations can be challenging because it requires careful planning and implementation to ensure that the data remains secure throughout the process. So when move application from one cloud environment to another, you need to manage it in a cloud environment to make sure that it works properly. This involves managing the various apps services that are used in applications such as databases, web servers, and other tools. Managing apps and services in the target cloud ecosystem can be challenging because you need to ensure that all the tools work together seamlessly and that any issue or resolving any issues occur that are resolved quickly. This requires a good understanding of the new cloud environment and the various apps and services that used in applications. So now let's see the next one: high dependency on network, bandwidth, and internet requirement. So in the cloud computing, a common challenge is that lack of sufficient network bandwidth when transferring large amounts of data to and from cloud data server. This can be a big problem when data is vulnerable and sudden outages can occur, putting the data at risk. To avoid losing businesses due to outages, enterprises need to ensure that there is a high bandwidth available. This will help to prevent any losses that may occur from unexpected interruptions in services. Additionally, having high bandwidth can uh, help businesses to lower their hardware cost without sacrificing the performances. So when you transfer lot of data to cloud servers or a common place is not having enough internet bandwidth, this can be a risky because certain outages can occur which may cause the loss of data. To prevent this happening in businesses, we need to have a high speed internet connection. This will help to reduce the risk of outages and prevent any losses in that may occur. Having high speed internet also allows businesses to lower their hardware cost while maintaining a good performance. So you should must include and have a budget in a while in a cloud environment to have a high dependence on network. If you have, so good investment is having a high bandwidth and high speed data internet connection. That will that's a big challenge for cloud environments as a have a high dependence on network. So let's see the another one: lack of knowledge and expertise as a common challenge in the cloud computing. There's a different difficulty organizations have facing finding and hiring the right cloud talent. This is because there is a shortage of professionals with the required qualification in the industry. As the workload increases, a new tools are launched in the market. Enterprises need a good expertise to use these tools and determine which tools are ideal for them. So, as a common challenge for companies using cloud computing, it's that it is can be difficult to find and hire people who have the right skills and abilities and understanding of cloud, because this is very new and novel field. We don't have as much expertise and people are really not aware of this cloud and cloud ecosystems. So this is because there aren't enough qualified individuals available in the industries. So as the cloud workload continues to increase and new tools are developed, companies need experts who can help in them navigate and choose best options for their needs. It's important to have experts who can help you and pick you the best tools used for them in a right way. I think you got this cloud challenges and understood what really cloud computing faces these challenges. So I think we should go for mm, the how we going to overcome these challenges in cloud computing.